want to call it, yeah. But those are not my vibes. Like my friend Emile was here. I'm like, Jayab, I'll see you after the party, because it's not my vibe, and he knows it's not my vibe. So it's like, okay, sure. But I was like, I'm only going when Steven's performing, because my boy was performing there, yeah, bro. I kid you not. After the thing, I've never been drunk, bro, but I felt drunk, bro. I was speaking to everyone, even in the way I was speaking, I was like, those drunk uncles, I'm like, yo, my boy, I believe in you, bro. And then I was thinking, man, what the heck is happening, bro? I didn't drink anything, bro, but I felt drunk. I think it was like transference of energy.
You were in tune, bro.
Yeah.
Not bestie, but like a very close friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will.
Nah, you know how it leads to male besties.
What?
Male besties, it starts off. You can't, if you're a male bestie, you once wanted the person. Or
you
like
want
something.
the person.
Yeah. But like that's the toxic masculinity there on top. I feel like in the past, how I approached women that I really admired on top, like I saw very good qualities go on top, like we shared a lot in common. I looked at them from a very romantic, from very romantic lenses on top.
Hola, it's a podcast. It's a podcast. Network varsity and black. Never Mogasi. Your host Stevovo. Sirmguj. Salebala and TWISTA.
3, 2, 1.
What's up, it's your boy Sirmguj. I remember what mom was screaming. She was like, Yana, funeka uzitembe.
Zitembe! Chesa wena mwananga, it's your boy Stevovo-Mavovolase and TWISTA. BP and GP. Benegan! Kamara country. Aliti Barcelona. You know what time it is.
You know what time it is.
Yo. What it do? It's your boy Fana Rusty Dusty. TWISTA, the TWISTA. The TWISTA.
And I was actually speaking about intros. Because someone
Can I tell it in time?
I see this thing of intros requiring the audience to say something. It's very tricky, man.
Nah,
it's a
bro.
challenge.
I feel like
Create you must have an intro.
I feel like my intro is too smart. So all of matrixing.
They don't understand.
They don't understand my intro, but I need to work on it.
Yeah, I think you need to work on like certain aspects of it, because when your one has responses 2 times, and people get confused.
Hey, but you don't
But
need
the TWISTA, you only at the end. The TWISTA.
And then lang head, guys, lang
I think
head.
what you must do, man, is like make a video explaining. Okay, sure. When I get to BP and GP, you say
Benegan.
like,
Guys,
say the whole thing.
okay, so it's Chesa wena ngwanaga, because y'all are my kids, but no P. Diddy. Chesa wena ngwanaga, it's your boy Stevovo-Mavovolase, Ntwana Kokasi. BP and GP, because I'm from BP on Twitter, but then I'm also from GP, so I'm representing both my hoods. You get what I'm saying? BP and GP, Benegan, Kamara country, because where I'm from, it's a country inside a country, Lantwara. So it's BP and GP, Benegan Namara country. And then you know what I'm gonna say afterwards? Alitiba Tolona. It means you don't know people. Like Alingit, like Alitiba, you can't see me John Cena. Alitiba Tolona. You know what time it is.
It's like, you know, when you're
creative
explaining,
time,
McGee once said they interviewed Foka, but they didn't upload the episode. And then they were basically trolling him about how he was explaining the release of Menkele. It's giving that, though. It's like but it's been a crazy week. Crazy week that ended crazy yesterday. Yeah. Who wants to start? Like just basically touch base.
I don't know, let's start from the left.
I can start, but like I see Stevovo is wearing like a jersey that I
A la Madrid.
like.
A la Madrid.
No, like,
The Madrid is even over your heart, man.
it's in my heart, bro. Like AKA Arahore, and your name is tattooed in my heart. So
But AK also says one girl's not enough for me.
nah, bro,
Not
like
enough for me.
okay, that's
How
keen
many
and
girls do you
false.
have?
How many what?
Girls do you have?
Hey, bro, like I got like about like 4 girls.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then, like the first one, little like Johanna, very beautiful woman. and that's my mom. And like the second one, that's my sister.
Okay.
But okay, she just got married.
Lerato, how shall we video in?
Nah, bro, my sister doesn't like TWISTA people. But in yeah, that's my sister. And the third one is my niece. But like she's also here. And the fourth one, Alamedri.
So Twista, do you wanna start touching base on your week?
On my week?
Yeah.
I can start. Yo, my week was very tiring, bro. Like as you can see now, man. Like, look at me now, bro. There was a Roccabash yesterday, bro. We were there. Like, Stevovo-Mavovolase was performing, bro.
Can you, when you edit, can you put the videos?
Yeah,
like one
put the
video,
videos there.
Yeah, I will. Let me show you how dope I am.
Everyone was hyped up.
Yeah.
Hyped up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, that's what's up, bro. You know, it's just like the camera is on, but I don't know what to say. To be honest.
Where did you go after Roccabash, bro?
After Roccabash, okay, we went to KR, kind regards, like it's down lower main there, bro. I don't know how I got there, but like I made it there.
Okay, how was like your experience like of Roccabash? Like how was it? Like did it meet the expectation? Cause like okay guys, so we've had like Roccafest. It started last year, ne? Julia was house com here in Rochester. Because like I'm giving her props. Okay, so she started the whole thing, and then like it's been ongoing. Then our house com, me and TWISTA.
Which was the best
Villa was not house
house
com.
com
Me and TWISTA were house com.
Video was a support.
Anyway, and it was dope last year, bro. But like I feel like bro, like they really came strong this year because they brought Pasta 929 on Twitter. But kina hanona le trauma dama.
Hey, Pastor Grootmani, if you wanna speak, Grootmani, hey, you didn't look proper.
You can come to the couch.
Yeah, come to the kid's couch, Pastor.
Yeah, he was kind of like, he was not like the original Basta from back in the days.
You know when someone has gone through something, right? They put in the same situation or same environment, like their senses are all awakened, right? Like not even like in a joking manner. Like he looked like he was conscious about every move he was making.
I think, which is like, okay, we're gonna delve more on it because like it's part of the thing that we're gonna talk about today, yabo. But like it's a trauma, and like he hasn't been on stage in a very long time, yabo. But like if you're not a performer or a creative, like I don't think you'd pick it up because the song is still dope, yabo.
Yeah.
But like we were able to tell her like I'm fit.
Well, if you were drunk, bro, he wasn't gonna pick it up.
Yeah, she was just enjoying the vibes. Speaking of vibes, how was the experience, Mtale?
There's a specific experience you want him to
There's a lot of experiences.
Like,
No, like how was it for you?
it was dope, but like for me to be honest, but I don't care like whose artist is coming. As long as it's gonna be a vibe, there's gonna be people having fun. Bro. That's all I care about. Like even if you had an event without no celeb, bro, so like no big artist, I was gonna be there.
That's the
So,
celeb.
I think that's my opinion with race parties, right? I think the Roccabash was testament to that. You don't have to bring big names. Like sure, it's nice to bring big names because that means you generally have a lot of people. But like a small number of people can make a vibe. Because I think the one, I don't know if it was the one that you guys hosted. I don't think you had any big celebrities. But I think Clarinas.
We beat them.
Who did you have?
Oh, I think
We had Senior Mafia. That white guy.
Me and Stephen were there.
Nah, man, before you guys were big. Like when you were in house call, who was big?
Oh yeah, no one.
But the vibes there, bruh. They were
Yo, that's crazy.
But in Clarinas, who did they have in Clarinas? I think they had those Msebenzi way too.
Yeah, and it wasn't
And it
proper.
wasn't dope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true,
so it's just like about the people.
True.
Yeah.
Our experience though.
Yeah, but like I had a lot of fun, bro.
Oh, that's dope.
So it was dope. I saw Uvile there. Uvile like Sirmguj looked like he was drunk, bro, but he was sober.
Bro, I'll
doesn't drink.
speak when it's my turn. I'll speak when it's my
Okay,
turn.
yeah.
It is your turn.
Let's really.
Okay, sure.
No,
So
so
before
we-
I go to the me being drunk, like my week has been like generally okay-ish, and yeah, week starts on Sunday, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
So my week starts on Sunday. So on Sunday, the 22nd of September, I think I want to say this just to put it out there. I went to church.
Damn.
Yeah, I accepted the Lord Jesus Christ.
Damn.
So I'm a new creation. I'm a born again Christian.
Is he black?
I accepted Jesus Christ.
Okay, was it the second time you went to church?
No, it wasn't, bro. Like I grew up in a church family.
Yeah.
I think you
So I was
mentioned-
just giving my life back to Jesus.
No, I think you mentioned like you went to church the other episode.
Oh, yeah, it's Jesus, man. It's not me. It's the Holy Spirit, my man. Wabo. And then, yeah, life was dope. After that. And then Friday. And then on Saturday, bruh, I kid you not, I was telling everyone after Stephen performed, because we had a bash, a party, whatever you want to call it, yeah. But those are not my vibes. Like, my friend Emile was here. I'm like, Jayab, I'll see you after the party, because it's not my vibe, and he knows it's not my vibe. So he's like, okay, sure. But I was like, I'm only going when Stephen's performing, because my boy was performing there, yeah. Bruh, I kid you not, after the thing, I've never been drunk, bro, but I felt drunk, bro. I was speaking to everyone, even in the way I was speaking, I was like, those drunk uncles, I'm like, yo, my boy, I believe in you. And then I was thinking, man, what the heck is happening, bro? I didn't do anything, bro, but I felt drunk, bro.
Yeah.
I think it was like transference of energy.
You were in tune, bro.
Yeah. It was too dope, bro. It was too dope. The energy was too much. It was too much. Yeah, but my boy performed. Great performance. Yeah. It was
Even
dope.
afterwards, I had a great performance.
It was dope. I don't
You
think
wanna-
any of us can attest to that.
Yeah,
Great
I
catch
think
it.
he's gonna speak.
Yeah,
in
Lala,
this,
though.
you know.
Yeah.
Are you done something?
Am I done? And we finally submitted. There's been this, not to speak about school, but there's been like a research thing. that
Oh
we did.
shit, yeah.
So we finally submitted that. So like that feels like a load taken off my shoulder.
Oh,
Oh, type shit.
really like-
And like, what was you posted something about you don't want to share it?
What's up?
I don't know. You posted you're waiting for DH for the.
No, louder.
Yeah, you book you. It's just
How about to share?
black excellence, Maria. I get you. Big ups though.
Tango boy.
Big ups. Proud of you.
Proud of you.
Una sort of ballet to school.
Yeah,
Hey! Box!
like.
Okay, guys.
But I got a fortune tell.
She was thinking.
Yo, speaking of that, okay. No, I want to talk about that. So, guys, it has been a very exciting week because before Roccabash, we had Master, Mrs. and Mix Rochester.
Let's actually speak about that, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy. I'm also gonna put videos there. You see,
Don't
there?
put me if there's a video of you, don't put me.
I will.
Understand?
So,
Sirmguj.
okay, let's start about
Was the
Mr.
vendor man.
Mrs. and Mix Rochester. Yabo. So it's also like an annual thing. We have a friend of mine, Latita, and I, we came up with the concept, and then like our housecom executed. It was vibes. So like now it's like cultural thing. It's gonna keep.
Emara le rata
Hey,
the guy the credit.
Yeah, we have to.
Now you're lying, dog.
Nah, dog.
You are
Am
lying.
I sure with I'm lying about what?
You didn't come up with that thing, bruh.
That thing happened before your house.
No. Are you the one who mentioned it? The pigeon.
But that thing was before your house.
Was it
call,
you?
bro.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Twista came up with the idea.
But it was-
we just executed
It
it.
was before your house come as well.
No.
So,
Nah, it was there, bro. 2022, it happened,
It
bro.
was not Master. No, it was not Master, Mrs. and Mix.
It was.
Rochester.
So you just changed the name, dog.
No. That was
What
just a
name?
Heritage Day like celebration.
Ah, you know,
It was not heritage. No, it wasn't.
Yo,
We were housecom.
yo, these guys are lying.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, flopper, bro.
Anyways, guys, it's fine. Sharp.
Okay, sure.
So we had the Master, Mrs. and Mix Rochester.
Yeah.
Done by our housecom.
Yeah.
So it was nah. So basically you have 3 rounds, right? So it's Master Rochester, Mrs. Rochester, and you have Mix Rochester. Obo. And me and Twista were actually MC.
But the 3 rounds are casual, formal, and
Oh yeah, casual. Okay, you have I don't know
3 categories.
3 categories. On Twitter and 3 rounds. I'm telling now, go kasi you pageant every day like wabamba da. On Twitter. Okay, abai bamba, iba fitil.
Bye, Bamba.
So yeah, it was dope, guys, yabo. Cause me and Twista were actually emceeing the whole thing, and we were scared, cause we put on skate, yabo.
Damn.
Like there was like our introductory
Guys,
performance.
you lot have put skirts on way too many times.
Yeah,
in this game, bro.
Yeah, like
Would
but
you guys
dressing
put skate
someone
on?
though.
Nah, but you've done it before. Like you've done it like 4 times. You've done it like 4 times already.
It's a costume.
But
Don't
you've
look at
done it like so
that.
many times.
But like,
Don't
we
know.
still got scared.
Okay.
Yeah, we were
Fair.
scared. We were scared. Cause like if you check like our latest episode, I was speaking about social anxiety. Yabo. What I didn't know though is that I'm not the only one dealing with it. Cause TWISTA TWISTA shocked me. He was also scared there.
Yo, bro,
Yabo.
But I think you didn't give TWISTA a platform there, dog.
I mean, sure, true. I asked him why though.
Why did you? Oh, let me not say you didn't give him, but you didn't take the platform as well.
Exactly.
I think it's because like he talks more than I talk.
But I think
Who had had-
how you guys
Okay,
were
fair,
emceeing
fair,
it, you could
fair.
have like delegated roles. Like he could have introduced the ladies, you could have introduced the gents.
Ntolo.
Then it puts responsibility on you.
We were at the stage, people were watching. Man. We were only told like I only knew a day before I was gonna MC. That was pressure, bro. Like so everything was just like
Precious for tires, boy.
Jeez, so he was tired.
Okay. You know, someone told me that when I speak outside of the podcast, I'm like Soap and Luca, but in the podcast I never experience that. And I'm like, it's because you
When you
guys.
speak outside the podcast,
Yeah. Like in my general conversation, like I always make puns out of things. But
Oh,
they
yeah,
never
true.
experience that in the podcast, so they are they are subscriber. And I was like, because you guys don't like my thing is just fly over your head.
Yo, that person, please attend.
Someone once told me that like their experience of me. Actually, that you remember that guy that met you when we were practicing football, the Mutual, the closer guy, and they were keep on with the podcast. Shout out to you, actually, dog. Shout out to you.
Who's there?
Okay,
What's
you
his name?
were-
Shout out.
Yeah. What's his name?
Yeah, I don't
Luvo
know.
or something. Shout out to you, my dog. But he told me also like that people are saying they have a, and I mean fair, people have a different experience of me outside the podcast,
Oh, fair.
and that's fair. And I think that's on them as well because I don't think I'm a different person. So, but the person was saying, but nah, I don't do like the puns in the podcast, and I told them that nah, it's because you guys don't get the point. Sometimes Cyril and I just smile to each other, because he gets it. And I'm like,
You
this
smile at
guy-
each other. Whoa.
Ah, no,
Hey,
no,
this
no.
guy's-
Didi, is that you?
But yeah, you were
I
saying-
get
you were
you. I
saying
get you. I was talking about the event.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, it was dope.
Oh,
I
you
feel
were
like
talking
it's
about the MX as well. MX.
Yeah.
yeah. So the reason why like they added mix to the thing is because they had to mix like
Yeah, but don't cancel each other.
no, it's
Yo.
about inclusivity, yabo. Our house was very
Sure.
dominated by people in the community, yabo.
Yeah.
And what I loved about them is that like they spoke representation, so like in whatever thing that we did, because one could easily
Did
go
they
like,
speak or enforce representation?
did they what?
Speak or enforce?
Yeah, no, they did both. They enforced and spoke.
And you guys succumbed.
It's because it was good ideas, like it was good initiatives, yabo. And
Ngaro sabatha.
nah, bro, nah. Those are my dogs. Those are my day ones.
We were never scared. What do you mean?
And anyways, so yeah, that's where it was, and it was fun. Like we'll just post clips there. Devon O'Riordan from Rochester, that is our master, Rochester 2024. Shout out my nigga. He was doing the shooting star there. That was
What do you
crazy.
think is the shooting star?
It feels like a shooting star. Like literally, I was there, bruh. No Diddy though, but like when he did that, bruh, it shared me too.
So
It did, bruh. Like there was a star there. I saw the
Dev was
lighting.
Mr. Raj, you saw lighting. Lighting, you saw lighting.
Hey, bruh, like the aura, bruh, was just too much, bruh. Like it was.
So Dev was Mr. Raj, what's her name? Mikle was Miss Raj.
Yeah, bruh.
Why are you smiling, bro?
Mikle was. Are you anticipating my smile?
Like, why are you smiling?
Because like Mikla is very beautiful, like she's very confident. So she's a creator and a very good friend of mine. Like I'm just proud of Mikla, bro.
And then Mix Raj was Watipaso.
But a kilo,
Mna guys, I have a qualm with that competition, and whoever like was judging, please
Yeah.
listen to me very carefully, and the audience in general. And I'm not like whatever I'm gonna say now is not to like say to discredit any of the guys that did end up winning. First of all, this brother behind the camera. So we were supposed to select 3 songs. Yeah, bro. My first song was "Love Yours," casual outfit. I go, zoo, then I go straight to the audience. Audience goes wild. Not wild, but they scream more. Then when I come back, this guy cut down the music. Bro. I'm like, ah, man, which one is this one now? And I'm like, this guy didn't do it. And I think we didn't have a fight before. But he was just angry when I came here, bro. Like,
No, bruh, you don't know what happened.
Oh, sabotage.
You said to me I should play a ringtone.
Yes. I told him because
when that song cut, it didn't cut off. It was a Nokia ring. That's the ringtone I found on Spotify. That's what I played, which is what you asked. You said
should play a ringtone for a walk.
No. He said when he turns right or whatever. I also did not see you turn right. I couldn't see the stage.
This was the plan.
I was here. I can't see the stage.
I communicated with Darish. I say Darish, when I go, so you go straight and then you turn left and then right. So I planned this thing of I'm gonna pretend like I'm calling. I will not pretend, but I'm gonna call someone. I'm gonna call a girl, and then when I call this girl, I'm gonna act like I'm speaking to her. Take out my phone, take a number, then as I walk to the other side, I'm calling her. So that's where the ringtone was supposed to play when I'm walking. And then when I get to that side, the girl answers, the ringtone stops. And then I give him Darish's plan, Darish gives it to Cyril, and then Darish comes back to me and he says, Cyril says it's not going to happen because it's like too advanced, or not too advanced, but it's not going to happen. You know? Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Okay, listen.
Wait. You're going to speak after.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, calm, it's not going to happen. So in my head, when I hear Jacob saying, for what's money without happiness, I'm not expecting the ringtone because Darish already told me that it's not happening.
I think it's too advanced, but I'm trying to.
But Jonga, bruv, that I didn't say Darish. No, the problem is that Darish kept coming back to me and pestering me about it when I was trying to organize the songs that are supposed to play next. He keeps asking me about this ringtone. I said, relax, it's coming in the future. Let me sort this part out. He came to you and told you that I said no. I didn't say no. I just said relax, stop pestering me about it.
With the plan.
Yes.
So Mundari, she go that.
He's the one who flopped you.
It's not for the pressure though.
It's just
the pressure.
I take accountability for like communicating late, but like because of my brain and how it works, I also then.
You should have told me.
Mara when I to social anxiety.
But you still did good though.
That happened.
Because Steven even like sang the song, bro. Like when
that was nonsense, bro. I felt like he was pitying me or something. So as I walk back, bro, there's no music. People are just speaking.
Okay, it wasn't fair.
Flip, sure, casual, and then we move on to, because I knew my because also I only joined the thingy 30 minutes before it started. So my former was nonsense, terrible.
Why did you decide to join?
Because I only saw that there were 3 guys thinking.
Oh, you just wanted to?
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
My traditional, horrible. Like I was literally wearing.
Yeah, I was expecting what you wore last year, but that was probably.
Nah, but Kalogu, remember last year I planned. This year I didn't plan.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't gonna happen. And then, so sure, I get why you wouldn't give me like good points for traditional and or formal. But also, again, gents that we modeled together, I'm not hating on you guys. You guys did very well. But when I look at the other gents, I'm like,
Nah, bro, I think it was fair. Honestly.
Nah, but also there was. He knows he's my boy. But there was someone that was walking. Which one is this one?
No, which one is that one?
I think runner up number 2.
Who's that?
I'm not gonna say his name because he knows himself.
What about him though? What did he do?
It was the walk. Like, you know when you're modeling, sure you have that walk and that, but that one it was too rigid and you can see that it was planned. Because modeling, I'm not a model or I've never judged anyone. But yeah, that one you could tell that it's scripted, right? It's like.
But it's confidence. I feel like confidence is a very key element.
Nah, but all of us had confidence.
Nah.
Who didn't have confidence?
He just had more confidence with the walk.
Then why didn't he get? But the walk was not a modeling walk, bro. So because you also said the people that were judging were professional. So in my head, I'm like, if they are professional,
it was though a modeling walk.
No.
How someone else can see it? No. The thing is like you know how he actually walks.
No. That one, like the hands were here, and then it was like this.
Now we'll post the video, bro.
But shout out to you guys for winning still. And then I feel like that question that was asked, like that question that I got, because we also got questions when we were doing traditional.
Okay, fair.
I got a question about what sacrifices women go through. And I'm like, hey, man, this question sounds like very detached from heritage. And I was like, why is it being asked to me specifically?
Okay, I also saw that, yeah.
Yeah, and it was like, hey, I don't understand where this question is coming from. Yeah, well, everyone else was asked about from the male category. Everyone else was asked like within the bounds of heritage. And then they just give me a question about I mean, I don't mind answering that question. Like, I think I answered it well as well.
Yeah, you did.
But like,
Yeah.
well,
I think again, like it's the thought in jail, like that you had now with like
Yeah,
this
like,
question. Why are
you
they
have
asking me this
history
question?
also,
Yeah,
like-
exactly.
but
like,
yes, that's my problem. Like, history of what actually? Before I ask me.
how you
No,
want
you
to
have
read-
like history, like of one of the judges.
Hey.
That's my point. Like, why is that? Because that's not being objective and it's not being fair.
Did the
It's
question come
biased.
from the judge? That,
But maybe it's just a question. Like,
Nah,
because it
it's-
was a
It's
good
also
question.
biased. Bro. It was a good question, but not for the
Maybe they
competition.
ran
Okay,
out of
I also
questions.
get where he's coming from.
Because as I'm walking, I'm thinking, okay, heritage. They're gonna ask me about culture. What, and then I get a question: what sacrifices do women make? Like, what? Am I supposed to speak about no rules? Like, what am I supposed to say, bro?
Nah, you answered correctly.
Nah, because-
Anyways,
because I
guys,
can
It's not done. Man.
no, actually, I'm checking the time also because we're still gonna
Yeah,
talk.
yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, so now we're making it about.
Yeah.
So Mr. Mrs. Mix, and then there was Roccabash. Shout out to my boys. You know, they were there to support me.
My brother.
Nah, I really appreciate you guys. I'm sorry
It was emotional afterwards.
as my manage, and you were boxing me. I wanted to say what I felt, but I'll say it now.
No one.
I feel like it's very important to have people who support you, yeah, bro. Cause I think if you guys were not there, like I was not gonna be able to pull that off. Cause I was scared, bro. Like I wanted to shit, bro. I wanted to shit myself. Like I was scared. I was nervous. But then I saw you guys there, and like you guys, you know, like were reciting my lyrics. You butchered one of my lyrics in the video. Yeah.
What did I say?
Yeah, I get you.
No, but to be fair, I only know the chorus of you.
Okay, yeah, fair. But then yeah, that was really dope. It was a beautiful experience, and it's probably like it's my last performance in the house. Yeah, bro. The next time I'm gonna come back again,
Like,
I'll be big and shit.
we might perform again.
Bro, can we actually perform because I'm also a leaver. Can we
Yeah,
perform a drama,
definitely.
please, bro?
Okay.
Please sway in front of the camera so people.
Okay, my fair to another performance coming. It's
drama
gonna be
one.
a dope one,
Drama
a drama one. G.
Are you agreeing to it, bro?
I am, bro.
Sure. So any other last points to touch base for the week before we go to?
Yeah, it's been a very it's been a very creative week. Yeah, well, I feel like we've been stepping outside our comfort zone, growing, learning, and yeah, man, like it's just be you know, like you just gotta box everyone else, other people's opinions, because a lot of people, like we said in the previous episode, are just reacting to life and not responding, and everyone is just scared, yeah, bro.
Right.
So I feel like God placed the very good things in life at the other side of fear.
God,
Yeah, bro, like, I'm wrapped in God's armor. But then, yeah, it's the love is there, bro. Like, it's the connections you make. I feel like that's where it's at, yeah, bro. And making sure, because we're not going to be here forever. Also, today, I woke up, I had a very crazy dream, and I decided to call my sis, you know, okay, my two sisters. And they delivered sad news already. One of my uncles passed away.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. And I'm like, hey, Mtalo, yeah, so that was very sad, yeah, bro. And for it to happen, because everything happens for a reason, and so like it was like, oh shit, this makes so much sense, yeah, bro. Like I gotta start calling my mom more, you know, like calling people from home more. Because I get you, and like I feel like I'm a liver, and it's not even intentional. It's a thing of like,
There's a lot happening.
like family
Yeah.
is very important, right? That's why, like, even today I had
Bro.
an outing with my niece, bro.
Yeah,
And
so
I was
that was really dope.
contemplating it a lot because I'm like, flip. It's not gonna be a waste of money, but I'm gonna have to use money. I'm gonna lose out on time that I could be studying. I was like, nah, man, like.
because you're also studying for them.
Bro, that's yeah.
And-
I was like, nah, let me just go to my niece, but sorry for cutting you.
Yeah, but it's basically what you're saying. It's like we spend a lot of time trying to work for people that we love, and so like, but the future's not guaranteed. You know, like a hard pill to swallow. You don't need money to show people you appreciate them, and so like, and yeah, so I called my sis and I was telling her like, yo, I really love you, I appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. I'm planning on calling my mom like after this, or well, probably won't though, maybe tomorrow. But then like, yeah, it was a thing. Like it was emotional. Like yo, bro, this is a nigga like I wanted to make proud. On time. Like this is someone. We had very dope conversations, but even like the structuring or those conversations were centralized like on success, the future, and yeah, man, we just need to. If you're in varsity, call your family. You know, visit once in a while, and just be there. Yeah,
I thought that before we go to the male masculinity conversation, but I thought that I was also having like a lot last week was like around how like you never completely free, bro. Like if you are within if you are within the matrix, you're always doing something and it's informed by someone else. Because I was thinking like even when you graduate and you become an independent practitioner, how you practice is still informed by like guidelines. And I'm like, that's crazy. You do all this learning, but how you practice is still gonna be.
That's real.
But yeah, man, it's just crazy things to think about. But yeah, masculinity, man, Chita.
Topic of the day, masculinity.
Twista, bonisa the muscles,
Chisa, pega.
Oh, baba,
I'm fine.
What is your guys' understanding of?
Okay, masculinity. Gotta get to give masculinity. Masculinity.
What do you think the conversation is going to be about? Is it going to be about? I don't want to say toxic masculinity because masculinity can also be good, right?
I feel like as an umbrella term, like we just want to talk about masculinity, how we see it from our lenses, like our own understanding of it. You know, obviously toxic masculinity as a bracketed term is also gonna come out on time, like re-explain or like what do we think about toxic masculinity. So I think the first question is like, what do you guys think about what is masculinity? Should we start with brother?
I feel like you guys are excluding me though, because you said
that's what I wanna know.
You said you're gonna be speaking from your lenses, and I'm the only one that's not wearing glasses.
Chisa. Okay, that's a bar.
Yo.
Okay, let's open. Duga is coming now.
I'm back, wow. I'm back.
Okay, must tell him.
But
Okay, wait.
give us a definition.
Yeah, because that's the us. So, here's what the Oxford Dictionary of English says. Get me? It says masculinity is qualities or attributes regarded as characteristic of men or boys. So
also,
whatever.
boys can also embody masculinity.
Yeah, as a boy, you know, even when you're young, you still have.
As long as you have the thing.
What thing?
Anyways. So it's characteristics.
Yes. Or attributes.
And I'm guessing because you say attributes, then also like about how you do things. Like,
the way you.
Not just like. So Twista can like it's not about being big or.
Yeah, it's not about it's not about the body.
But there's also like understandings that come with like as part of masculinity. People understand different things about masculine, like physically masculine men than men that are lean. Like there's also those like. Some girls prefer guys to have a mkaba. Yeah, but so also masculinity.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Also, masculinity for me is also heavily influenced by how people understand it in society.
Okay, I'm just looking for something that I'm gonna use. I'm looking for my yin and yang as a definition.
It's here, Amos.
No, it's not. Can you hold this?
Yeah.
I don't trust you.
You don't trust me. Mm-hmm. It's not like you have a choice.
Can I have them? But
That's good. That's a good one. The yin and yang, yabo. So this is like masculine energy.
Wait, share that up again, bro.
Can you go?
Yeah, sort of.
So
yeah.
this is like masculine energy, and like this is feminine energy, yabo. And there's feminine energy in a very masculine dominated person, and then the opposite is also true, yabo. And then that's life, yabo. So my understanding of it is that everyone has masculine energy and feminine energy on side. It's just that like with the people we refer to as men in society, they have more masculine energy on side. And when we talk about toxic masculinity, it's Okay, brother's also gonna give us like a more formal definition of toxic masculinity. But like, in terms of this, toxic masculinity is when you box your feminine energy on Twitter because you see it as something that's weak.
Can I play devil's advocate?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
in today's society, do you think it's fair for there to be men that box the more feminine attributes? Because
do you think it's fair?
Yeah, do you think it's fair because of the day that we live in, like, and how things go and how women expect guys to present in certain situations? Do you think it's fair to box those feminine attributes? Because like there's things like a woman would say, because women are also, for me personally, like
Confused.
and it's in a very polite way. Because a woman would say,
You don't know anyone.
you see the phenomenon of men don't cry. Part of it stems from what women think of men. Because a woman's gonna tell you, like, if a guy is talking to them about their day and he starts crying, they'll be like, "Hey, boy, why are you crying as a man?" So now you're like, flip. What am I supposed to be doing? Like I'm breaking the stereotype of men don't speak. I speak, and then because it's an emotional thing, I start crying because I'm human. And then a woman's gonna say, "No, don't cry."
Again, you don't express yourself.
Yeah, it's a problem. And then they're also gonna, if they're in KZN, they're also gonna ask for snow money. Tell him Mali snow, because there was snow. Like, women just ask for, like, if there's a strike, they're gonna ask for Mali strike. If there's a snow, Mali snow. I think a man is difficult, right?
I think that's toxic femininity, if that's the right term for
It should
it.
exist too.
It does exist. It's just that we don't talk about it a lot. But I mean, understandably so, because like black people have been oppressed a lot on top because they're very powerful beings, creatures. Women have been oppressed a lot because they're very powerful beings on top. Like, they nurture and they feel and they just have this they gardeners on top. Like, they bring life on top. So being a black woman now, it has to be one of the most horrible experiences in this lifetime or in the world on top. Black women have went through a lot. Women in general have went through a lot. They've been oppressed on top. And you've been bitten by snakes a lot. There's a natural trauma response that's gonna come with it. Or like, whenever you see a snake, even if it's just a garden snake on top, or it's a snake sent to shire you with. It's a good snake. You're probably gonna not funny. You're probably gonna see it as a dangerous snake on Twitter. So it's a natural response. But like I feel like toxic femininity is something that we should also speak about. Not saying toxic masculinity doesn't exist. We're speaking about toxic femininity because we feel like it brings rise to toxic masculinity, and that's overlooked.
I think it's the yin and yang thing. I wouldn't say one brings rise to the other. They just like coexist, and when one is at a bit of like at a surge, it just like triggers
the reinforcer.
Yeah. Because when you say like it brings rise, as if the one happens.
Oh, it's because of true.
But yeah, but if you guys can like just think about any situations where you would say you would experienced, say you were in a situation and then you think about that situation afterwards, or it happens in the moment. Flip. This is toxic masculinity. I'll give an example just to start.
Okay.
Silly example, but I think it was in 2022. A friend of mine, Gabriel, and I were helping a friend move things from one room to the next. And the other thing was like a fridge, those bar fridges that we have at home. So I think Gabriel's smaller than you, or same size as you.
Yeah, bro, he is smaller than me.
Gabriel's a very like light oak, bro. Like he's very small. And he lifted up this fridge, bro, like a bar fridge by himself. Bah! So there were two bar fridges in the thingy. Bah! And then he left. And I looked at this thing, I'm like, Shman, Gabriel. So I lifted it, and it wasn't heavy, but like, you know those bar fridges, there's a technique that you must use. Yeah? They're not like, in terms of mass, they're not heavy. It's just a particular technique. I'm like, there's no way I can't carry this thing, and Gabriel just did. And when I carried it, I was like, it slipped out of my arms. Which one is this one now? Does that mean Gabriel is stronger than me? But nah, that can't happen because I'm big. And I think that was toxic masculinity, because I just could have like tried to carry it, and then when I see that it's not good, I'm only human. I can't carry a bar fridge not because it's. I think me explaining that, not because it's heavy, it's also toxic masculinity. Because why do I see the need to explain that it's not him? It's just
it's just,
But
you
yeah,
just
yeah,
can't.
yeah.
Crazy things.
No, but now I can, guys.
Cheers up.
Do you
Awesome.
practice?
Nah, man, it was just a bad day.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, fair. My my experience of toxic masculine. Okay, first I feel like I feel like I'm a man who's very in touch with his like feminine energy. I'm not nonchalant. Like I can act nonchalant very well. I can, but like deep down,
Yeah.
I'm very chalant. Like I'm very expressive. A lot of men are not expressive when it comes to their emotions on Twitter. And I feel like it's good and bad on Twitter because most women do not want that. But then again, I'm very good at communicating with women because I'm in touch with my emotions and feelings, and I can understand women on Twitter. Like I can have real conversations with women, telling her that they're not objective on Twitter. Like I'm just trying to smash, I'm just trying to, I'm portraying myself as this and that. I actually speak to them as actual humans on Twitter. So I don't see gender, I just speak to souls. That's the good part of it.
Cheers.
But I've had my own fair share of toxic masculinity, and I feel like it's brought up from where I grew up on Twitter. Like the people there, like they're very programmed with how a man should be like on Twitter. Like I've had a lot of allegations, gay allegations on Twitter. People just assume that I'm gay because like I'm very soft-spoken on Twitter. Like, and I'm like, what? Like a lot of people, my sister thought I was gay too, like growing up on Twitter.
Or the girls of the group, say speak to souls, like the girls that you never hit on, you just have a genuine conversation. Later on,
yeah,
like,
and I'm an artist also on Twitter, like, and I'm very so it's like
genuine conversation.
What do you mean? Relax, Antonio. That's the toxic masculinity there. TWISTA again, toxic masculinity. I don't know if it boils down to that, but like I feel like it's toxic masculinity from her end. I'm sorry, how she saw the situation. So what happened? Don't stop me from talking about this. So what happened? Good, like we're having like a poetry session on Twitter, like, and what happened is that like I was impressed on Twitter, like one of the people who was there, I was like impressed, like they very good. They're very good poets, and I wasn't thinking much about it on Twitter because sometimes I exist in my own world, or I used to exist in my own world, and then like I was like neglecting how society actually is. I was very dumb for doing that. So what happened, good? I wanted to speak to this girl on Twitter, and mind you, it was late at night on Twitter. But then also I was under the influence in a way. I'm still smart when I'm under the influence. I talk.
I don't think so.
It doesn't matter what you think. But then anyways, okay, sure, I get what you're saying. So I was speaking to one of my friends, but I also wanted to go speak to that girl and tell her like, yo, I really appreciate your art on Twitter because I'm always very intrigued when I meet real artists.
Are you sure that's what you wanted to say?
That is what I wanted to say, bro.
You know what I'm getting? Okay, I'll speak when you're done.
TWISTA, I don't know what TWISTA is, what's his agenda.
Guys, for everyone that watches this podcast and is a loyal subscriber, do you notice how like Steven says something and then TWISTA has a contrary understanding of what that means? No,
he knows me, that's why.
Mara, character.
No, I'm not. I'm just being honest. It's just something of being arguing about. Like, what I appreciate about him is that sometimes I really believe what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't say something so like I guess I believe. But like sometimes he helps me understand. Oh no, it's not actually there. I feel like I do that for him too. But like it's just that like I admit it and not like that's it.
Continue.
Anyways, sharp. You see.
Okay.
So basically I was speaking to one of my friends, and I was like, oh flip, I actually wanted to go and speak to that person, and then I turned. So this girl was vying to her floor on Twitter. So the mistake that I did, I followed her to the floor on Twitter, and it was late at night. Yeah, bro. And like I said, on a night speak soul to soul. Like it was just a conversation. I was not gonna do anything crazy, but she has her own fair share of traumas as a woman, not as an individual, just as a woman. So a guy following you to your
Late
floor,
at
trying to
night.
speak to you late at night. It's creepy. And I did that, but the conversation was very cool. Like, hey, how are you? I think like you're very dope. Like between those lines, we were talking, but then faded. And then it came across later, but like I appreciate how she dealt the situation. Like she spoke to someone along Rowan Gate. The person knows me, and they spoke to me like, yo, that wasn't really cool. This person felt like this. And hey man, I felt bad, bro. Cause number one, I never want to make people feel uncomfortable or bad. The very nature of my approach was to make her feel good. And I got an opposite, result from what I expected on top. So it was a hating feeling. It made me question myself a lot. It pained me on top. It was small, but like for me, it questioned my very character on top. Like, oh shit, what did I just do? But I'm happy that experience happened because I learned a lot from it on top. So how I approach women now and how I talk to women now, and as much as I want to be free and as much as I want to do whatever, I'm very cautious on top.
Do you guys think a man and a woman could have a completely platonic relationship?
Yeah.
A completely like friend, like platonic, like just be friends.
You don't think a man and a woman can just be friends?
No, I don't think so.
Don't you have female friends?
I do. But
King Mavascaret.
yeah, one day.
Or how would you feel like if you're okay? So I guess there's a difference between like those like male friends and like the male besties.
I do, bro. Like
Are you a male bestie?
Yeah, bro. Like I do have
Personally,
friends.
it might be toxic masculinity, but I personally don't trust male besties. Bro.
You
Like,
shouldn't.
why do you have a male best friend? Like I get like if you have
Oh, okay, I
a
don't-
friend, like
Okay.
can I mention your friends' name, your female friends' names?
Why did you mention
Like,
that?
cause I don't have a lot.
You can mention mine. It's calm.
I know Atin is your guys' friends.
Okay, sure.
You see that relationship, I understand. It's like
Right, you smiling.
okay. Oh, Ora Taylor. Yeah. She's a friend. Yeah, but who are your friends then?
Carry that para.
Your house club.
Oh, TK.
They're your friends.
Yeah.
You see, those I understand.
Those are my
Exactly,
buddies,
yeah.
bro.
But there's like male besties, bro. Like who can I think of that's a male bestie? Yeah, but they know themselves, man. Like I just don't trust those guys, bro. Even for it goes the same for
You shouldn't, but
for female besties. I don't trust
Tando is my female bestie. Not bestie, but like a very close friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will.
Nah, get it. You know how it leads to male besties.
What?
Male besties, it starts off. You can't if you're a male bestie, you once wanted the person,
It's,
or
You
like
want the
something.
person.
yeah. But like that's the toxic masculinity there on top. I feel like in the past, how I approached women that I really admired on top, like I saw very good qualities go on top, like we shared a lot in common. I looked at them from a very romantic, from very romantic lenses on top. Good, like whenever I'd approach a woman or try to speak to a woman, it came from a place of I want you on top, and there was a conditioning. Like you get what I'm saying? It's not really.
So the conditioning is if you see a woman that has similar traits, you must be in love with them. Are you saying that's
No.
Just
It's
a
like
woman
if you
is
see a woman that you admire or
Yeah.
like, on top, you're like, oh, she's very beautiful. On top, oh, she's very intelligent, very in tune, very free, creative. On top, I'm describing my friend, by the way, Tando. You know, like kind person, all these beautiful qualities. Then it means sort of like I'm a scave there on top.
Yeah, so I'm saying
There
that's
is-
the conditioning.
Hey, there is the conditioning going on top.
Sure.
And it's a very hard conditioning to break on top because you want something from that relationship on top. But I feel like she helped me like understand on top because we have very deep conversations, her and I on top. She's someone that I really care about, but we we are friends, and it's better when we are like, you get what I'm saying. It's not not a default.
I guess
thing.
for me,
It's like,
I just struggle with friendships in general.
okay, I get you.
Because as much as you see the female friends I have now, I don't consider myself as their male besties. I don't consider them as my female besties, but I still care. I still care for them to the extent that like if they need something or if they're in trouble, I can still help them. And I'm like that with males as well. So like it's not a special thing, Yahuri. I just help people in general. So it's like probably something that you were saying that I don't see gender. Like if I and
What's what?
so that's what I think. Right? Like
Nah, bro, you don't go.
I think it's not for me. It's just a protection mechanism, right? I'm also open to someone saying it's toxic masculinity. I'm just like it's a protection mechanism for me. I can't have female best friends because first of all, my female friends and my male friends are at the same level. Like if I'm helping you as a human being.
Yeah, but best friend is such a. I don't think I have like such a term, because like you. Different friends is different qualities and it's different relationships, different relations.
I do think also that we should maybe invite a female to explore because now we're speaking from our perspective.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Masculinity and toxic masculinity is mostly defined by how women understand or how their interactions with males are. So because if you look at toxic masculinity,
I feel like that's also bad though.
Because
like
no, I'm not saying it's solely on them, but I'm saying they are. Because we coexist in an environment, masculinity is defined by both males and females.
Okay. Kinale le flop is when I go on the internet on Twitter, it's always a woman explaining how men should be on Twitter.
Yeah.
A real man should be like this, a real man should, and I have a problem with it, not because of like the things they are saying are wrong. It's like it's
Defines your reality.
no, it's a thing of getting the message across on Twitter. If God wanted to speak to the people in Atlanta, like, or like the people within the hip hop community, because they're doing a lot of evil things, and then He sent them Rudy there, wearing suits and what, the people they were gonna literally bust his ass before he even started speaking, clown him and stuff, So God had to send Tupac Shakur to deliver the message to the people, because you get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that you want to speak to men, young men in particular, it's probably good that it's a man who's going to speak to them. Mostly because, or understand that somebody feel, somebody experience, even from a biological perspective, and it's gonna do more impact. You get me?
I still think though it's like important to have conversations with women, because that gives, as a man,
that's good.
It gives you leverage, because now you understand where their thinking is.
That's because that's why it's good to have female friends.
Even when you're gonna be speaking with the men, so you go to the young boys, but now you are aware of the messaging that is out there that is brought by some women. So you can even like guide them through the thinking that women improve, that women use, and it's just like I don't know how to explain it, but when you have that conversation, you have a different perspective of someone else, and that doesn't necessarily mean that whatever you believe and whatever you know is false just because it's new information. It's
That's
just
true.
perspective. Yeah.
Crazy.
But I was watching a podcast by Tato Rampedi, and they were also discussing masculinity. And then they had Tato Rampedi and his brother Lebo Rampedi seated with Lebo and Tato Rampedi. They were asking, they had a girl that was a guest. So they asked her if she prefers a man that leads in a group, or that basically facilitates collaboration. So if you have a task to do you prefer a man that's going to take charge of whatever is happening, or a man that's going to say, okay, just let's work together to achieve that? And what do you think the response was from that girl?
Okay, James, let's all discuss what we're going to do.
Okay, what do you think?
The leader, brother.
Yeah, bro.
Control, yeah.
And for me, like that was also what I was expecting when I was watching it. But when I thought about it, I was like, flip. For me, the most powerful man in that space would be the one that like is able to facilitate people working together. She chose the lead, the guy that's going to take lead of everything.
I think
For me, can I just like, for me, a leader like is a person that's going to be able to make people like, not even make people, but like facilitate that collaboration, because now we have people that like see things about themselves. Because if you weren't collaborating, if it was just me telling you that, okay, let's move this crate to there, it's like very directive. You're not thinking in the process because you're told what you must do. But if you're collaborating, coming in with your own identity, with your own ideas, you're coming in with your own perspectives on things, and you are actively engaging in the thinking process.
Yeah, that's crazy because for me now, but like I feel like if you're gonna have to be a leader, but there are like characteristics that you gotta have.
Yeah.
Like some of those characteristics are gonna like have to be you being a toxic guy, like toxic masculine, like we've been saying. Like if you expect me to be a leader, I should have like qualities and like characteristics that are gonna be a certain way for me to lead.
Sure.
Which some of them are gonna make me be a toxic leader.
Can you make an example? Like
on the spot. Yo.
Maybe let's go to Steve and then you think about it.
No, it's calm, yeah.
Okay, let me think about it. Give me time. I think like if you have to be a leader, but like you have to be fierce. It's okay. Like someone just says your word goes. So you're gonna be in a situation where like you're gonna have to oppress other people. Like people are gonna.
But you know,
I think I'm too proud.
Okay.
Okay, you're gonna be in a situation where you're gonna have to like, when you're taking lead, you're gonna have to argue with other people. Like, sure, it's gonna be like this, not like that. But you taking the lead means you deciding like what we're gonna be doing.
Yeah.
So like that comes with like being toxic because we're only taking what you say.
Certain situations you
Yeah.
that, yeah.
I'm like, yabona, the most powerful leadership is the soft leadership where when you're not enforcing things on people, but you're making people see the importance of them having to do it without you saying this is what you must do.
You know, it goes back to it goes back to the thingy that we were having the other day. So like guys, me and Uvile read a drama on so like we ancestors of the drama club here in
Creators
Rochester.
Club, yeah.
Creators Club, yeah.
Drama club and the Creators Club.
Yeah, so like we have new people now, new management, and that was part of Uvile's idea for like, okay, we've done a lot of this thing, we've grown a lot, but like it's important that we pass the light to other people, train them, and then, yeah. So what happens, Kuru, like we came here on Tuesday, Wednesday, yeah, we came, and then the new directors were basically facilitating the whole thing on top. And I think the things that both of you are saying, they're very relevant on top. Because for one, you saying for like the soft leadership, the one of being considerate of how other people are gonna feel on top, and getting something across in a very polite way. It's good leadership, and I totally agree with that. Love is always the solution on top. But I feel like always having that in mind can also cloud your vision in situations that require you to be very direct and brutally honest. Because it's a thing of, I get where TWISTA is coming with this, because TWISTA is always brutally honest with me on touch. And right now he's always brutally honest, and I think he's subconsciously has noticed that like, growth comes from pain also. It's not everyone who can take it from you in a team, but if you're a real team, sometimes I'm brutally honest, and I think that's what he's trying to say. Being a leader, it's also being brutally honest. Or like, yo, that was whack. I'm not saying it like that, but like, yo, that was not good. That was very amateur. You need to work on it, because the real world out there, it's going to be very harsh on you. Like, you get what I'm saying? And I feel like that's where it's at. But I also hear what you're saying, like, we should always try to look at it, like, it's about the collective. Like, we're all trying to come up with something that's good. Because I remember during drama, we'd come up with ideas, and sometimes you'd have a very brilliant idea, but then we'd have to sacrifice your idea for the ideas of the collective, so that everyone feels like their idea is a part of the thing.
I don't necessarily think it's about, because I think in our last play that we were doing, like we were struggling with that, like how do we still make sure that people are happy, but make sure that whatever needs to happen happens. Because if you are our leader, and my opinion is not that like leadership, soft leadership is key for everything. I just like, because leadership is a very like fluid concept. Like people apply differently in different situations. But now I'm saying like in most situations, the type of relationship that I like to embody is the soft one. So where was I going with this? Oh, the leader in any situation is the person that has the vision and understands where we have to go. So that's why Twist City you must like be direct and say, so that we can still get to where we're going. Yeah, but like if you know that we're supposed to go to that door, it doesn't really matter if we take the left first and then we might get there a bit longer, but we're gonna get there at some point.
Why can't you?
But
If you have the option to go straight, why can't you stay?
Because if you go left, you might find that flip there's 10 rand there, and then when you get there, you need 10 rand to pay. And I'm not saying that going straight is bad. I'm just saying like it depends on the situation as well. Yeah.
but then guys, basically what we're saying is that most women generally, they like that. About that's what we're
Like
saying.
what?
They like men who take charge, and so we're going to tell them, they're like, whoa, this is what's up. That's most women. Not my type though.
My type.
I don't know if I'm confused because I think for me that's a man. Like if a woman asks you, baby, where are we going? And you're like, no, baby, you choose. You know, if a woman gives you an opportunity as a man to choose something, and you reflect it back to them, you have failed as a man. Though. Like, we take the initiative to take a decision as a man.
I beg to differ.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Beg to differ on that. On sort of like on if a woman goes, where do you think we should? You know, like you have to choose, like, and lead. On
Okay, sorry. So before you continue, like saying restaurant thing is like a very simplistic and concrete example. I was speaking more about like if you have a house and you have to be making decisions about where the family is going.
Okay.
Like the restaurant things are
fair.
very much like practical and.
I mean, I understand that, or not rather like what I prefer. I feel like I just love the idea of being honest on Twitter, like, and the sort of person that I'm going to. Hence, I said I beg to differ. Yeah. The sort of person I want to build a life with, you know, like the mother of my children, is someone along where we going to kill a lot of stereotypical things.
Yeah.
That we have in society and a lot of identifications. What we're going to be, we're going to be two souls on top. They're going to make up one person. You know?
Yeah, rather the souls.
Yeah, bro. Like
rather the souls, and you want to change the soap into
nah, you stereotype too. But then, anyways, so we're going to have I'm literally just going to be honest with what I feel. And if what I feel is like, I don't have an idea of which house to choose on top, like, I'm going to go like, like.
And that's how it should be.
Like, I don't know. Like, where do you want to go? Like, what do you want on top? And it goes with the topic of whenever I'm in a relationship, I never just say, I love you. As far as words are concerned, I ask, how do you want to be loved? And
would you say that
I'm sorry, can I just? Sorry. Toxic masculinity pushes the agenda of, I love you, I want you, on sort of like, but like it never focuses on how do you want to be loved, how do you want to be wanted, on sort of like, it never focuses on, it comes with a thing of, I'm already like this. There's no evolution to it in the relationship on sort of like, and that's why most relationships do not become a success, because the initial introduction was like, I'm already like this, and this is what you fall in love with. But like as the real person starts to show up, we're like, maybe we're not meant for each other there and then. It's not rooted in love, it's rooted in an image on top. But like when it's really rooted in love, you're gonna come as your vulnerable self. Obviously it's not gonna start like that, but like the vulnerable self will be appreciated, and we both going to learn from each other and grow and so on. And that can only come from a place of being honest.
And only if like two people are vulnerable too.
But people are different also.
You know what's happening. We are saying the exact same thing, but when are you explaining? It's that thing of I'm saying something, and then someone thinks the other thing is implied. Like in my head, when I was saying what I was saying,
that's also important.
It was with that basis. Like that's why I was gonna ask, would you apply that way even in like in a let's say. I think my examples are also very concrete, so which like just takes us to another different conversation.
Mhm.
Would you apply that type of doing even in a situation where you know you are more well versed in? Like, let's say you are a property guy, yeah, where you're buying a house with your woman, and then your woman like gives you the decision-making power. Yeah, would you say no, baby, let's discuss it together, or would you take more of a leadership role? Because my opinion on what you're saying is that, like, if I don't know, if I'm not well versed in something, that's where like I'll be more of not a passive person, but I'll be passive in the process because I know there's a woman that knows about this, and so they can take the lead in that. So for me, leadership in my household would be a very much alternating thing. It won't just be a man's responsibility to me.
Yeah, okay, I get you.
Yeah, and that also would stem them obviously from love.
And then there are certain things that a man can do.
Yeah. Definitely.
And then there are certain things a lot of women can do.
So gender roles are definitely a thing.
They are definitely a thing. Like I have a lot of friends, but like they identify as feminist. And I don't have a flaw with it, like people being feminists, but then I feel like somewhere along the way it lost its true essence of what it was all about. I feel like it's about it's about persecution. It's about all of that, and I get it. I totally understand it. It's one of the things that stresses me out, because it's like, damn, that nigga is doing so much bad, self-destructing. I understand what he's self-destructing, but like he's still self-destructing. It's a sad thing to watch, but I also understand why. And the reason why I'm saying this, it's because we don't study, we don't study behavior and the root cause of a lot of things. We just choose to solve it and persecuting them. And that's toxic femininity.
It's toxic humanity.
It's toxic humanity. The more we keep saying, like, yo, I'm a black person and black people have been oppressed so much. I used to be hard and deep on politics and whatnot. The more you're saying that, you're basically stamping it and rooting it.
It does not depend on how you're doing it.
I feel like that's what it does psychologically.
No, but it does not depend on the vehicle, on how you're doing it.
How you're doing
because
it.
There's people that will say, nah, black people have always been oppressed, bring back our land, but they're always like, they're just sitting and not doing anything.
I feel like it doesn't, and that's because of the masses. 99%, that's a made-up percentage. 99% of the people in the world are followers. I'll even use like biblical references to this, where like only few are chosen. Like a lot of people in the world are followers. And there's a documentary called Human Resources. And it basically speaks about how the people in the hierarchy of power in the world, they did certain things so that they control people. And a lot of people are followers, and it's okay being a follower. It's just a thing of the few of us who are not followers, who are trendsetters, who actually revolutionize and change things. It's important that how we say things and how we deliver things, we always understand that like most people are followers. If I'm gonna come here and sit here and then I'm gonna say certain things in a certain way, that kid okokasi, regardless of how profound I said it, I can see receive. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that matters. EFF, in my own opinion, lost its elections because of that. It's like your message is powerful. You're not speaking white hate. You're really not speaking it. But the fact that people think that that's what you're speaking, that still matters. So are you gonna be rooted on? Oh no, I'm not speaking white hate. I'm not. Or are you gonna change your approach?
You see, my problem is that we're saying this again the same thing, because I was saying it's about the mode in which you do it, and then I was going to make an example with like people probably know by now, like the South African rugby thing, like the fact that there's quotas and white people are dominating the rugby industry in South Africa, or the rugby discipline. What do you call it? The rugby, whatever you call it in South Africa, is a problem. And if we are not speaking about it, then that's also a problem. But it's also important in how we speak about it. We can't just be passive in speaking about it. Then I was going to make an example about the Makazole Mapimpi Foundation, which takes guys from villages, Kasi, and gives them a platform. So that's you then doing something about it. But if you're saying like it's like things like black, white, what are things that we shouldn't really be speaking about. And yeah, it's a lot of like, you have to be speaking about it for it to change, otherwise it won't change.
To a certain extent, to make it in the system, you have to be manipulative to a certain extent. And I feel like that's what that's what I'm trying to deal with on time. Because whenever I'm being brutally honest or being myself, I feel a lot of rejection on time, or resistance energy-wise. It's like,
Not resistant.
you wanna pause?
No. Carry on.
Okay, whenever I'm brutally honest, you feel like resistance, I'm sorry, like either from, but like whenever I just tap into the people's world, I'm sorry, because we're talking about women.
Yeah.
So this is what a toxic masculinity is. It's not really toxic, but it's like, sometimes I tap into a certain character, I'm sorry, in that particular situation though. Because there's a level of trust that has not been established between me and this woman.
Sure.
Sorry. But I feel like we can get there. You know? But before we get there, there's a lot of conditionings that she has on time. So what do I do then? Do I just become brutally honest and the whole thing is it's a box?
For me, I think that's positive manipulation, because even like words like manipulation have
Yeah, they have
a
connotations.
very negative connotation, but that for me is a positive manipulation, because like, especially if your intention is not bad. Like I always say to people, like, regardless of what people are going to think of me, but if I know that my intention is always good, I will manipulate something for the greater good.
That's what narcissists do though.
Yeah? But it's always bad. I want to give an example, but I can't give an example. But I don't think I'm a narcissist, so even here,
Maybe
I
you're
don't
a
care.
good narcissist.
I don't care what people think. But like, if you can manipulate something and to because for me, most of the things that I manipulate don't even benefit me. Yeah,
Real.
I think like as I grow, I'm realizing that like most things that I do are not even for me. Like I would go to bed with an empty stomach if someone else is gonna eat. Right? So like if you manipulate things for the greater good, I don't mind. Right? That's dope. That's good manipulation for me.
I think you're a really good person though.
I don't think so, but yeah.
I think it's
I think we went on tangents and
Everything is connected. Everything.
I feel like we went from like we've took tangents, we reached asymptotes. Anything else like last thing is too
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take another tangent now. I don't think I wanna be a podcaster.
Why?
I don't think it's for me, bro.
What?
I just feel like it's for people who yaps a lot. I'm not a yapper, bro. Like I'm just a lazy. I don't like talking a lot. I feel like
On podcast about this is a tangent, guys. The toxic masculinity section is over, but on podcast having conversations and isn't part of conversations listening.
Yeah.
Because you also said something.
Bring a different dynamic.
Twista said a word, ne? And then immediately after he said that word, you said that, but you expanded on it. And I did want to stop you and allow him to speak there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, but it was one word. But he said the word and then you started with the exact same word.
Yeah.
Which shows that when you're listening, you can actually come up with it.
but I feel like I'm not a podcaster. I'm not.
Nah, Zitembe.
Like no, it's not even about that, bro. It's just like how I feel.
Who is
It's
a
not about, like, I
podcaster
don't
though?
trust
Who is a
myself.
podcaster? What makes a podcaster?
Because when we started, we were having like a very important, we're talking about something that's very important, which is the idea of representation.
Yeah.
And then there you were paying on time.
Oh, like the
and you were saying you represent guys from the hood. I had to rewatch that thing again. Like you represent people who don't really talk a lot. And you are also explaining why it is the way you are. So I feel like for what I'd say to you is that like, is it something that you're accepting? Like, yo, this is me and I enjoy being like this. And if it's like that, what do you want to do with that?
Can you see his facial expression?
Hey, I'm listening. Hey, it's like,
You know yesterday at the party when you were like, you're being too deep. That's his face. He's saying you're being too deep.
Yeah, so
It's a genuine
I think it's a thing of both the listener and the communicator like are very important in Twitter. Because you know, a friend of mine,
Ala Madrid.
Ala Madrid, she was telling me she's a huge fan of the podcast on Twitter. For like, and she was explaining our dynamics. I didn't even see it on Twitter. Like, okay, this is what Uvile does on Twitter. Like, this is what I do, and then this is what Twista
She
does.
started
on
with
Twitter.
me.